Forming algebra expressions. The easiest way to explain this is to introduce you to Alan and his large family. Alan has 8 sisters. Now we're told that Alan is Y years old. So there's his Y. Let's put it in red. Should be Y in red. Alan is Y years old. And he has 8 sisters. Write an expression for how old each of his sisters is. So Beth now is 3 years older than Alan. So remembering that Alan was always Y, and we're going to add on Beth's 3 years, so that becomes Y plus 3. 3 years older means she has 3 more years. 3 more years means you add on 3 to Alan's age, which was Y. Everything revolves around the Y here. Clara. Clara is 2 years younger than Alan. So Clara is 2 years younger than Alan. So Alan was Y years old and Clara's 2 years younger. That means she has 2 years less than Alan. So we take 2. So Clara's age, if you're going to write that as an algebra expression, will be Y minus 2. Donna is 3 times Alan's age. So 3 times Alan's age. So what we've got to do here, here's our Y here for Alan again. So Alan's age is Y. What we've got to do to multiply it by 3, we've got to put a big 3 in front of it. So Donna's 3 times Alan's age, so she's 3Y. No pluses or minuses here. Emma is half Alan's age. Now we can write this in one of 2 ways. We can either write it as Y and half of Alan's age. You could write it as a half Y. So a half Y, half Alan's age. Remember, Alan is Y years old. The other way you could write it, or you might see it being written, is you put your Y there and you could write it as Y over 2. Now those 2 things are exactly the same thing. So a half Y or Y over 2, exactly the same thing. Doesn't matter which way you write it. Fiona is 2 years younger than Donna. So now this is where things get a bit complicated. So where's Donna gone? Oh, there she is. So Donna is 3 times Alan's age. So Donna is 3Y. So let's start by writing out Donna now. So Donna was our 3Y. So 3Y for Donna. And Fiona is 2 years younger than Donna. So there's Donna there at 3Y. Take away 2 and that gives you Fiona. Alright, so we've had to do this one in 2 stages. Now look, let's have a look at F then. Georgia is twice Beth's age. Okay, so Beth is Y plus 3. So let's put Beth's age here. So we've got Y and we're going to do add 3 there. Now she's twice Beth's age. So that means we've got to double it. Now if I just put a 2 there and leave it alone, all that means is I'm only doubling the Y. So to make it work properly, to make sure we capture each element of Beth's age here, we've got to put a bracket round Beth's age. So Georgia's twice Beth's age, so she's twice Beth's age bracketed. So that's all of Beth's age bracketed in there. Make sure you don't forget to do that. Hannah is now 4 years older than Fiona. So let's have a look here. So where's Fiona? Fiona is 3Y minus 2. So let's write out Fiona's age. 3Y. And there's it, where we go, minus 2. So now what we've got to do, she's 4 years older than Fiona. So that means for Hannah, we've got to add 4 onto that expression there. Because there's Fiona with 3Y minus 2. Add the 4 on to get to Hannah. I've got a minus 2 and I'm adding 4 there. So I'm starting on minus 2. Remember my number line there, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, bouncing there. I get to plus 2. So minus 2, add 4 gets me plus 2, which is there, plus 2. So it's actually going to be 3Y add 2 will be Hannah's age. And then the last one here is that Isabel is going to be 3 times Clara's age. So where's Clara? Clara is Y minus 2. So we write out Clara here as being y minus 2. So Isabel is 3 times Clara's age. And so remember, when we've got an expression like that, we want to multiply it by 3. What do we need? We need the brackets, and then we put the 3. So there's an introduction to Alan and his large family with his 8 sisters, and how you'd express all their ages in terms of algebra, letters and numbers. Introduction to algebra expressions.